other things we want to talk about, we want to just kind of come back to the water resistance topic that we broached in our first Collector's Corner, because I have a picture of kind of the ultimate casualty. And Pheline, if you could call that one up for us, I want to let people see the horrors. This is our tragic early A-series Panerai PAM2 with water damage, and I'm going to bring that one on camera. And this is why you want to get your watch water resistance checked. This is a tritium dial Panerai A-series PAM2. This is as good as it gets in the early Vendome era, and somebody spent way too much time in the shower with this guy.
In the shower, in the salt water, he was everywhere with this watch, and probably never had the watch opened. The seals were gone; they were just cracking and gone, and everything was inside that watch but fish eggs.
Yeah, basically. Honestly, I opened this thing up, I expected to find sea monkeys. So the bottom line is that this is not a watch you want watch. This is a friend's watch, and he gave it to me to try to salvage it, and Mike and I are going to try to work and tag team on that. But the bottom line is that this is the kind of watch we would not buy, and this is exactly why. Now, the sad thing here is that this is a really good 6497. It's not a cheap movement. It's very custom for Panerai, and it's not going to be cheap to buy, for instance, some of the very specialized parts like the high-grade hairspring, the train wheels, the balance.
Yeah, but we can still do it though. This is one we will do restoration on, and we'll probably do one of these, do a documentation on it as we do it.
Yeah, we're going to show
a restoration process. One thing we won't do on this watch though is we won't do a polish or anything on it, just because of what the watch is.
Yeah, this is one of those watches from back in the day when Panerai would make 3,500 watches a year. In a good year, late 90s. That was literally right after the buyout by the Richemont Group, then doing business as Vendome, back when Cartier was its overwhelmingly dominant division. So that was actually the Cartier-run Vendome Group. The thing I want to emphasize, too, with water resistance is that no matter how mighty your dive watch, remember, always crank down that locking lever if it's a Panerai, screw down the crown if it's a Rolex or anything else.
Yeah, and if you, any kind of chronograph, I'm sure you touched on this, unless it's one of the few specific ones, don't use your chronograph underwater. Don't introduce water into the watch.
And the specific ones he's mentioning are the Breitling magnetic pusher systems, because there's nothing that goes from the pusher into the movement.
No holes in the case.